Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of April 19th, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else. And be sure to check out your other placements. If you're not sure what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Gemini, keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. The tarot card of the week reading is intended to be a message to you from source. It is something that they want you to consider and go within so you can make a decision that is best for you and your life at this time. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Gemini collective now. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Gemini collective for the week of April 19th, 2026? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, the 10 of Swords. What situation in your life needs to come to an end? And at the bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Wands. What areas of your life need boundaries and protection? Okay. Why is the 10 of Swords the tarot card of the week here for the Gemini collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the 10 of Cups, we have the 7 of Swords, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, let's clarify this a bit more here. 10 of Cups. Why is the 10 of Cups here for the Gemini collective? Why is the 10 of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. 10 of Cups is clarified by Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Moon. And the 7 of Swords, why is the 7 of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. 7 of Swords is clarified by 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. And the 7 of Pentacles, why is the 7 of Pentacles here? One more shuffle. Thank you. 7 of Pentacles is clarified by 2 of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 4 Pentacles. I have a very, very stubborn group of you. Please don't get mad at me. I'm a Gemini sun. Don't get mad at me. There's something here that you're doing in connection. And I don't know if it is professional, platonic, romantic, or all of the above. But I have a group of you where you allow people to take advantage of you. And I'm quite shocked to see that about a Gemini. But this is like a self-sabotaging behavior on your part, a self-sabotaging pattern on your part that you allow people to take advantage of you. So we have the 10 of Cups. That's clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Moon. So I have a Gemini collective here that says, I know exactly what happiness looks like. I know what it feels like. I know what it should be. I know what it should be. It should be solid. It should be grounded. Given all of your past experiences, for me, queens exist in the present because they process the past and kings take action. And so I look at this and I see a Gemini collective that says, based upon my past experiences, I know exactly what happiness should look like. I'm not clouded. You know, sometimes the moon could talk about some confusion or cloudiness or fears or insecurities, but I've got the Queen of Swords. And if there's anyone who can see through that, see through the illusion, see through the confusion, it is the Queen of Swords. In the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the Queen is seen sitting on her throne. Her head is above the clouds. So she can see very clearly, right? She's not clouded at all. And there's a butterfly typically depicted on the card that shows that she has transformed. Again, she's no longer cloudy. She's no longer in a dream state. She can see things very clearly. So I have a group of you. It's like, based upon the past, I know exactly what happiness should look like and feel like. And then when you engage with people, you behave in a way, please don't come mad at me, you behave in a way that makes it very difficult for you to achieve this goal. And that might be what you're not seeing in the Moon card. There's something here, again, look at that 2 of Swords. It's like you're blindfolded. And you're blindfolded that when it comes to connection, you allow people to take advantage of you, and then the connection itself becomes very burdensome. The 10 of Swords is you. The 7 of Swords is you. And you've been doing this for a long time. So Source is asking you to go within and recognize that the self-sabotaging behavior that you have here is an inability to have boundaries with people. An inability to say no, an inability to say I'm not available, an inability to say that doesn't sit well with me. I feel like I have a group of you where you're a bit of like a people pleaser, and you've been doing this for a long time because you don't want conflict or you don't want chaos. And this could even be with family, It's like you don't want to say anything, but then they end up taking advantage of you and you get upset with them, or there's fighting, or there's words, or, you know, the connection comes to an end. And I'm not saying they're right and I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying that those types of situations would be less of an experience for you if you actually learn to have boundaries and hold firm on them. And I know as a Gemini sun, we tend to be a little wishy-washy with the people we love. We say, okay, I'm going to have this boundary. And then after a while, we start looking at them like they're some newborn kitten, and we feel bad setting boundaries because, our heart breaks when we look at, them. They're just so cute and cuddly, but it's like, that's the family member that you need to have boundaries with. So, I mean, for some of you, this could be your kids in that Page of Swords energy on the table. Regardless of who this person is, I just feel like, are they taking advantage of you? They are, but you're allowing them to. And you've been doing this for a long time. So you have something new here coming up. There's a conversation, information, communication coming towards you over the course of the next week or two. And you get to decide now, how are you going to engage? Will you be engaging the way you engaged in the past? Will you be exhibiting that same toxic pattern, which was not having any boundaries and allowing this person to take advantage of you? Tell me more about that Page of Swords. Again, it's information, communication, opportunity. You'll be at a Y point about whether or not you're going to repeat that same pattern. Tell me more about what's coming towards Gemini. One more shuffle. Thank you. So what situation in your life needs to come to an end? The self-sabotaging behavior you have of not having boundaries, and even when you do put them in place, you don't hold firm to them. Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Fool, bottom of the deck, the Chariot. It could be coming from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. I also have Cancer here on the deck. This is coming in really quick. I have Aries energy here. I'm getting the feeling, I've been looking at the Fool card more and more, less about Aries and more about Uranus. And we have Uranus exiting Taurus and entering our sign. It'll be in our sign until 2033. Unless you're in your 90s, you have never experienced Uranus in Gemini. The last time that occurred was between, I believe, 1941 and 1949, where it transited our sign for 8 years. So somewhere around that energy of April 25th, there's some type of conversation, communication, offer or opportunity, and it's going to be a test for you, Gemini. Are you going to hold firm on a boundary that you need to create with this person, or you have created, and they're going to be testing that boundary on or around that date? So for some of you, you will need to create the boundary on that day. And for others of you, you have already implemented a boundary with someone, but it's going to be tested on or around April 25th. So I would pay attention to that. And the only way, I hate to say the only way you're going to pass the test, but the only way you pass the test is by holding firm to that boundary. Don't allow that person or people to take advantage of you. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here for the Gemini collective. 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, Gemini. We have Judgment. We 7 of Swords again to the 8 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the 9 of Pentacles. It's possible it's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I mean, it doesn't have to be. But there is something here. You're going to have to make a judgment call, Gemini. Will you behave the same way you behaved in the past? Or have you mastered this lesson? Have you mastered this, are you about to pass this test or not? And it all depends on the judgment call that you make. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. It very well could be an earth sign. I have nothing against earth signs, but it very well could be an earth sign here that's about to cross your boundaries or something like that, try to take advantage of you. And it's going to be a test. And Source is just looking to see if you're going to pass it. Either you'll have to implement a strict boundary with this person, or like I said, if you already have one in place, are you willing to hold firm to it? Magician, that is you. Ace of Wands, that is the truth. And 3 of Swords. This person may not like it when you say, no, I can't do that. No, I don't have the money. No, we're not doing that. No, I can't do that for you. It might not feel good for that person, but this person will continue to take advantage of you until you put your foot down with them. That's the message that I'm getting here. It's pretty loud and clear. So I would expect a test between now and the 25th. That is what I have for you, Gemini. That is your tarot card of the week reading. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.